Ladies and gentlemen and friends beyond the binary, welcome to Medioker Poker. I am Amanda Bonanza. With me, as always, is the illustrious and beautiful Rayna Sunshine, and of course, the brilliant and fabulous Emily Kailyn. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
So today we're going to do something a little different. So today, I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to change my screen so I can see things a little better. I'm just going to be staring off to the side because I can't concentrate and talk without watching myself. We explained this with like Lilith, where Lilith doesn't ever look at herself when we're on the screen, and she just looks at like other stuff and then just talks into the camera. I can't do that. I have gotten so accustomed to seeing myself that I have to see myself and stare at myself constantly. And that's part, some would call that narcissistic, maybe, and vain. And I'm certainly a bit of those things. I don't think it's like bad to a fault, but that's beside the point. Because what I'm really getting at is today what we're going to do is we're switching it up. We've been playing Pot Limit Omaha, as you know, which is you get the 4 cards. We're going to switch to Texas Hold'em today. So we're going to get the 2 cards, but we're going to do a different thing, and it's called zone poker. And so what zone poker is a little different. And so it's a setup that you can only do online. And what happens is you go into there's a player pool. Right now there are 34 players in the player pool. So when I join, I'll be one of 35 players playing multiple hands, and we're all in the same pool. And what happens is every time you fold your hand, you get immediately whisked away to another table of whoever else is available in the player pool. And they just this just keeps rotating and rotating. And so it changes a couple things, because this game already on this site is very anonymous. There's like seat 1, seat 2, seat 3, seat 4, seat 5, and seat 6. And that's all you ever see. You can't you don't know anyone's name. No one that leaves the table, you don't get to keep any of their notes. So it's already randomized, but at least while you're sitting at the table, you can mark their tendencies, as you've seen me do when they have that little thing in the corner where you pop it open and make your notes. And it's like, this player bluffs too much. This player opens wide. This player's, a giving fish, or whatever it is. This player's aggressive, and you can make with the little symbols and the fire and the rock and the shark and all that stuff. And so you can do that. And the correct professional way to play poker is to gather that information, make those notes, and then adjust your play when you're playing against those opponents accordingly. And you can't do that with zone poker because you don't know who's at your table. So it's going to be 5 people out of the other 30 people that are at the table, and that's it. And I don't know which ones they are. And you can't even judge it by the money, because the money changes every hand. You don't know. It could change someone could go from a bunch to a nothing, and so you don't have any way. So you don't have any way to do that. So what you have to do to adjust to that is you have to assess the overall vibe of the player pool, and then adjust your play according to that. Now, a couple other things is, because you can fold and you don't have to wait and sit through a whole hand, what that does is that's a strong incentive to play tighter, better ranges. And that's the case for everybody. So one of the things I wanted to do before we get started today is do a quick kind of tutorial lesson on what ranges are, what that word means, and also what we're going to be looking for and how we can use those ranges to card read our opponents. So does all of that make sense to you girls? Is there anything that I said that's confusing or too jargon filled?
No, that makes perfect sense. And I love that the fast-paced game is going to tighten the game, which I think is something that you'll benefit from. But then also
theoretically, it's still me.
But then the problem is, it becomes well, how do you read anything? How do you decide what to do at any given moment? And that's why I think this tutorial is going to be really helpful.
So here we go. Rayna, if you want to switch the thing over to the thing.
Of course.
I know that wasn't the clearest. Thank you so much. So what you see in front of you here now is what are called GTO charts, and these are based on position. Now you'll see the big blind isn't there. That's because the big blind has its own chart. We'll get into that in a second. But so in a 6-handed game, you've got the button working clockwise, backwards is the button, cutoff, hijack, low jack, and the small blind down in the right corner there. So that isn't clockwise, never mind. But the point of it is these are the positions and these are the ranges according to GTO. And now GTO, if I haven't explained it, if you don't know what that is, I think it stands for Game Theory Optimal. And so basically about 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, like the game of No Limit Hold'em has been solved by computers. People have wrote programs and they've developed software that can take the game, take every possible combination of cards, every possible thing, and run it through a computer and say, determine what are the best odds to do in this situation. And so then game theory is like a form of like kind of science. I'm not sure exactly where it falls, but it's somewhere in between logic and advanced math.
It's part of computer science and mathematics.
Yeah, it's a computer science thing, right? And so it's essentially, so maybe you could explain it better, Rayna. What can you tell us about game theory?
I cannot explain it better. That's what I can tell you about game theory.
Well, okay.
See, this is where I should have just kept quiet and looked pretty.
No, it's fine. So if I go off the rails, I'm not an expert. I haven't studied it. I have watched a few, like I've sat in on, like Princeton does online lectures for its courses on Princeton's YouTube channel, and I've watched a game theory course online at Princeton, but that's not the same as being at Princeton, obviously. And I got what I got from it. And so I know a little bit about it. And essentially what it is my understanding is it's the optimal strategy to play. Whereas if you play this strategy, you cannot lose. And assuming that the other players play this strategy, like this is the best way to play against your opponents playing the exact same optimal strategy. So it's like it gets really involved and really deep into mathematics, but it's essentially that. So game theory optimal is like the best possible poker you can play, assuming you're playing against someone else that's also playing game theory optimal poker. Now, the reality is no one's ever playing game theory optimal poker because we are not computers. And as much as you study a solver, you can get really good at it. And there are some of the pros that have gotten so good at it. That's not anyone that's going to be at our table today. And so I think game theory optimal, GTO, is good to understand. It's good to know. But it's something you got to kind of throw out the window right away as soon as you understand it, because it doesn't apply. If you just play if you just memorize GTO, you're not going to be that much of an effective poker player, because like you do have to change it based on what everyone's doing. Like it doesn't work if people aren't even in the ballpark, which is a lot of the times who you're going up against. So that's a long-winded way to explain what these charts are. And these are provided by Jonathan Little, who's a poker player, and he has a YouTube channel, and he has a thing called I forget what it's called, poker something, poker sharks, card sharks online or something. He's got a poker tutorial site. I've learned a lot from him. He's one of my favorite guys. He's funny and cool. And so we're going to start with the button now. Actually, no, let's start with the low jack. And so we're going to start with the low jack. So that is the first position that you're in after the big blind. And so that's the worst position to open with. That's the hardest position to open. The small blind is the worst position, but we'll get to that. So as you can see, the charts are organized in a way. So the starting top left, going diagonally down to the bottom right are all the pairs. So ace is on the top left, 2-2. Is on the bottom right, and you'll see as it goes up, it's 2-3, 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2. It's a chart, and it goes from 2 to ace vertically, and then also 2 to ace horizontally on the bottom. Now you see the O and the S Rayna, tell me what you think the O and the S are short for, abbreviations for.
Offsuit and suited.
That is correct. And so the top right half is going to be your suited cards, and the bottom left half is going to be your offsuit cards, which is why you're seeing more hands in the suited. Like you're playing ace 3 suited in the low jack. You're raising. This is raised first in RFI. So this means you're the first to act. The big blind's there. You're bringing in with a raise, and that's what this is the range you're supposed to. All the cards in red are what you're supposed to bring in, and so you can see that's according here. That's 17% of hands. That's not a lot. 17% of all hands are raising first in. The rest are all folding away. As you see, there's no calling here. You're just throwing away everything that's not the top 17% of the hands. Sixes to ace. Nothing worse than ace 10 off, and ace 3 suited and up, and king 8 suited up, and then suited 9. So an easy way to break down these charts, that's a little easier to describe them, and a little easier to remember them. Just trying to remember, I'm playing the ace 3, but I am playing the king 8 suited, but I'm also playing the ace 10 suited, but I'm not playing king 10 suited.
Hi. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Oh. This is weird. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay.
All right.
We're just going to do audio test. Yeah,
There we
I
go.
see him now. I think you all should be able to hear us now, yeah?
Well,
Let's hope
we're
so.
not.
It looks like it.
Okay, so.
Yay, got it. Thank you for
Okay.
the help, chat.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Wait. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, so back to where we were. I apologize that you weren't able to hear all of that very well, but I'm not going back over it. What I'm just gonna pick up where we all left off. I'll give a quick thing. Uh, the red cards, the red ones are the ones we play. The white ones are the ones we fold. This is when we're raising first in, and these are according to the position. This is game theory optimal, not real life. So these are the absolute streamlined, correct way to play according to Hoyle, according to Harvard, according to Princeton, according to the supercomputer. So as you can see, we were talking about you're bringing in only 17% of hands in the low jack because that's early position. That's why. And then now juxtapose that to like the button. Oh, I'm sorry, that's stupid. Where you're bringing in. Oh, if I bring my mouse down, that stupid thing pops up. I hate Adobe. All right, here we go. So down at the bottom there, you can see that if we're now playing 43.3% in hands, which is a lot more than 17%, but still less than half of hands. So we're still technically, even on the button, which is the best position you can have, still throwing away 56.7% of hands. So that's a thing that I think that most people that play don't hit those numbers at all. They play way more than that in every position. But that's technically what you're supposed to do. Now, because we're playing zone poker today, we're going to assume these tighter ranges. What we're going to do is we're going to assume kind of the cutoff range for everybody. And we're going to do that. So we're looking at 8s and 10s. So that's where we're going to assume everyone's opening. With all pairs, all suited aces, and a lot of suited connectors. So suited connectors, I would probably even include 6-5. I think players are going to be playing 6-5 suited. So I would say suited connectors, all pairs, reasonable suited connectors, all pairs, 8s and 10s is where we're going to be at. And quite frankly, people will probably be a little bit wider than that. But I think that's a safe place to assume what our opponents are going to be playing. Now, what we're going to be doing is something a little different. So we are going to keep this button range. And the reason for that is because we have a lot more fold equity on the button in zone poker because people are playing tighter ranges. So they just chuck. And they don't, if they get dealt a bad hand, they just click the auto fold button and they whisk off to another table. So even just by like betting one, just min clicking, you'll get the auto folds and you'll win the pot. So in position, we're going to be playing very wide. I might even open it up a little wider than this, probably not. But I'll be playing this wide. I'll be playing all my suited kings, probably all of my suited queens, suited aces. I'll be playing I'm not going to be playing my ace offsuits this week. I'm going to be doing about probably ace 8 or ace 9, depending on my feels. I will be playing all pairs, and I will be playing these suited hands. Now, look how wide we're throwing away our offsuit. We're throwing away queen 8 and jack 8 offsuit. People play those hands, and that's in the button. You're never supposed to play those ever. You're always supposed to throw those away every time. So just remember that. Always throw away queen 8 off forever, for the rest of your life. Don't ever play that hand ever again. In fact, most offsuit cards. Now we're going to keep the button range here, and that's it. I'm not going to go over why the small blind looks way different. I'll explain that as we go. But I'm now going to switch. I'm going to show you the range that we're going to be playing in all the other positions. And that's this. And these are the yellow ones are what we're going to be playing. Now this range comes from Black Rain. He's a YouTube guy that does also poker tutorial streaming. I'm a fan of his. And look at how tight this range. So we're playing all our suited aces, all of our pairs, 9s and jacks. We're not playing king 10 offsuit. We're not playing queen 10 offsuit. We're not playing jack 10 offsuit. We're not playing ace 9 offsuit. We're not playing jack 8 suited or queen 8 suited, or 10-8 suited or 7-6 suited. We're not playing anything offsuit that isn't strong Broadway. So that's a tight range, isn't it? And that's what we're going to be playing today, because why not? Because that, by playing this range, we're just going to be skipping when we don't have things. Now, the exception is going to be when we're on the big blind, because we'll widen up a little bit because we already have money in the pot, but we're not going to go crazy. And also the other exception is when we're on the small blind and everyone folds to us. If everyone folds to us and it's just us versus the big blind, we're going to be probably betting just about everything, just because of that min click, the auto fold throwaway thing that I told you about. So why don't we get into playing some poker? There's a lot of tutorial. Do any of you have any questions about that? Rayna, Emily, no?
No,
it
it's just it's kind of trying to memorize kind of like the cards you throw away, and then the whole range after that, like all the worst cards, like what's the line to memorize, and then
So we're putting our opponents on sixes and eights. Or no, it was eights and tens, right? Eights and tens we're putting our opponents on. Suited eights, so we can just say eights. And we'll be playing different ranges. So we're going to call this because it's Jack 10 and it's from the small blind, and we now have overcards and a open-ended backdoor straight draw. So we're going to go ahead and we're gonna bet half pot. And the reason is because they check to us. So half pot's a good amount to bet, where they're gonna fold off their junk and they're gonna raise their good stuff and they're gonna call their moderate stuff. So this is kind of a bluff strategy that I learned from Hungry Horse Poker. Now watch.
Now a new table. Wow.
New table.
Whoa.
Sevens we're playing.
It's
There we
cool.
go. We're going to bring in sevens. And see how fast people are folding? So everyone's way tighter. So we got a call from the big blind. We can put them on a bit wider range. We have an overpair, so we're going to bet it. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to bet half pot. And we're going to see what they do. And they're going to call. And so we're going to keep going, even though that 10 came. We don't expect that the chances that they have a 10 are unlikely. So we're just going to keep going. And since they didn't bet us more, we don't think they have a higher pair than us. So we're going to go half pot again. They shouldn't have a 2. They just should be throwing away their 2s. So I'm going to go ahead and bet a half pot again. And I think we're probably pretty good. I think our sevens
over sixes.
They had something, I guess, maybe a pair of 5s or something. I don't know what they had. Maybe an ace. Maybe they just had an ace high and they were calling because they didn't believe us. That's easy. But I mean, we're already 100. It's been a minute. We're up 25%, you know? This is, like I said, we're going to raise the min because we're in a small blind here. Because we're in the small blind and we are only up, we're going heads up, and a lot of times people auto fold. So we don't have anything here, but there's an ace and a scare card. So we're going to check, and I'm going to show you a strategy here. If they check, we're going to bet pot. Doesn't matter what we have. If they check, that means they don't have an ace, and they're afraid of it. So I'm going to sit on a hand, and I'm going to explain to you the strategy that I'm employing. After this one, which we're just going to fold.
What a quick, low stakes thing. Like, you're just winning such little money.
I'm buying in for $25. For $25 is what we play. It's the same stakes that we play on Omaha. It's not a little bit of, this is like normal poker. Like this makes it so like people are playing kind of normal, reasonable poker, as opposed to where we're usually playing, where everyone's throwing a bunch of stupid money in the pot because it's 4 cards instead of 2. So yeah, this is why I don't like to play Texas Hold'em like without zone, is because it's so fucking slow. You play like 9-handed and like you're waiting for everybody and everybody's thinking, and every hand takes 5 minutes, and you're supposed to be throwing, like I said, like 83% of your hand away in early position. It's even more than that in like the under the gun positions. This is six ring. Anyway, so the strategy that we're going to be employing is when we bring in and we're in position, if the person that that called us checks to us, we're going to bet half pot, because as I said, that's a good amount to decide whether, no matter what we have, and that's a good amount to gauge what kind of hand they have. Now,
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
if they have a weak hand, they're probably just going to throw it away. If they miss completely and they don't have anything, they're going to chuck it. We're just going to win the pot. If they have a strong hand, that's a very good hand, like top pair, good kicker plus, they're going to be raising it. And so we'll just leave. And then if they call, we know that they don't have a really good hand, which means we can just keep applying pressure to them, depending on what comes out. Like, I mean, we're going to be thinking about our ranges, which is we're playing that very tight range. But remember, we're thinking eights and tens. So if the cards that come are in that range of eights and tens and we're in position, we're going to be, there's a word for it. We're going to be like implying that that's what we're playing, if something hits that range, we're going to be putting the pressure on and keep going. Now, the exception to that is like there'll be full house boards where it would make sense if someone's slow playing. So we have to be careful about slow playing. So we can't just go crazy, but that's going to be the gist of what we're going to be doing. So does any questions before I continue?
No.
Now remember, it's moving quick. So
Yeah,
here we
I mean,
go.
it's like
We're
you found
back
this
in.
is even more fast paced, which is lovely.
Is
it's
really
way
struggling.
faster.
I'm really
is there
struggling.
zone
Two.
PLO? Is there
Yeah,
zone
just
PLO?
threw 9-2 away. Don't care. 10 king. We're playing that.
Oh, we're playing
And
that hard.
plus, we're playing that, and we're gonna be three betting this if someone did bet us in early position, so we'll be three betting. And since we're out of position, I'm gonna three bet the 10, a little over 3x.
Is there zone PLO?
There is, but no one plays it, and that bugs me. I would love to find zone PLO. So we have what's called a gut shot straight draw, but remember we're out of position, so we're just gonna be checking everything out of position. We're gonna see what they do. They check back, and we hit a 10. So I think we're good, and because there's two flush draws there, I'm gonna bet more than the pot. I'm gonna bet $25 or 25 big blinds, and they're gonna call. So unless they might be slow playing a monster, but I think they were calling a heart draw and they just hit it. So we're gonna check, and they're gonna bet, and we're gonna fold. Oh, they were just calling us for whatever reason.
Okay.
Who knows?
Well
Who
then.
knows? Thank you.
Here we are. Welcome to Zone Poker, friends.
So
we
fold
got
this.
we got loose callers. We got loose callers so far. Is what we're seeing at these tables. We're gonna fold Queen 3.
Yep.
Gonna get rid of that. Go right here, and we're gonna fold Queen 8. We're definitely
We're
definitely gonna
Ace
play
Jack
that.
suited, so
Half.
we have enough in our thing, so we're gonna bet the pot instead of just.
Oh, we're gonna
three
make
big
the pot.
blinds. We can
Okay.
Just kick it up, just that little 0.4.
Okay.
People start getting suspicious when you bet 4. They start calling less, which is actually a good hack. If you want to just people to just fold to you, you just bet 5. Bet 5 big blinds, and everyone will just fold
We fold.
until you get called. Yeah. Oh, guess what we're doing with that? What a time!
And
No
we're
wait,
up.
9-7. We're not playing it. We're not gonna even
Fold.
call it if we get raised. So we're waiting for someone to raise. The reason we don't leave right away is sometimes everyone will fold to you. Oh, we're
Okay.
definitely bringing
playing
in-
this half pot or pot.
Definitely playing. No, we're gonna pot it when we bring in. So 3.4 big blinds is a pot size bet when no one
Okay.
else is bet in front of you. We got a call from the big blind, which
There
is
we go.
standard, and we
Pair
hit
jacks.
top pair with a very strong kicker.
Yeah.
So they're going to bet, and we're going to raise them because we have top pair with a strong kicker. So we're going to go ahead and bet them that.
Oh,
There's
there
gonna
we
give
go.
us the pot.
We have vanquished them.
I have fallen in love with zone poker. I really like it. We're going to get checked
Fold.
out right in the mock.
Junk.
Yeah. What do we do,
Fold
Rayna?
it.
Fold.
Hot dog, get out of there.
Offsuit,
Let's see
Queen
a better
8.
hand.
Get out of
Or
here.
we just flip till we get something good. No good.
Fold,
No
bye.
good. Yeah, no good, not good enough.
Even though it was suited, but
That would be
doesn't matter.
we would play that on the button. We weren't on the button. We would have played. I would have played queen six, and
Fold.
only if everyone folded to me. Yeah, we're gonna fold 8-4. 7-9 is good enough to play. in the
Oh,
big
okay,
blind.
yeah, it's suited. Okay,
The big blind, it's good enough. It's a suited gapper.
they're kind of connected,
and-
right?
and
Because yeah, you
It's
it's closer.
good
Not-
enough to call, and especially from the small blind, we're playing this hand. So we're gonna call him, and we hit a 9, so we're
All
just
right,
gonna
9.
check call. We're just because we have a marginal made hand. We have a
Right.
backdoor flush draw.
Yeah.
They're checking to us, so we're gonna check it back
Oh,
because
that's
we
not
have a
good.
made hand.
That
No,
could
that's
be
very
down.
good. That's a brick. That means their hand didn't move because they didn't bet twice. We
oh.
don't think they have a jack, so we are gonna go ahead and bet
Okay.
pot because there's 2 spades out there. We don't want spades to come, and we think we're good. We don't think they have a jack, so we're just going to keep betting at them at this
Okay.
point because we're in position.
Oh. You were right.
See how much easier it is to hand read with just
Yeah.
2 cards as opposed to 4.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah,
Fold.
9-4. See ya. That's it. It's that easy.
It's that easy.
I mean, it's not easy. It's
Fold.
not easy. It's that
Offsuit
easy
queen
to
8
fold.
again.
Right, but
Got
you're
a button.
tempted to play a lot of these
I
hands.
know,
Now,
right?
this is
If
not
I
good
would,
enough yet.
yeah, I would have.
A lot of
queen
people
8, I would
and
be
a lot of
playing on
players
my own without knowing.
do when you're
Yeah.
not playing zone. They do, but like in zone, they're also folding those hands too. That's why we're putting them on 8s and 10s. So no good. We didn't go over 3-bet ranges. When we take a break, when we come back from our break, I'll talk about 3-bet ranges because that's something to understand too. But I think
okay.
we're doing
Cool.
good with just our regular ranges, our RFI ranges right now. Y'all feeling comfortable? So they brought in, and they've got a lot of chips, so they have 8s and 10s, right? That's what we're putting them on, 8s. So I'm going to fold because Jack 2 sucks.
Yep. Good.
Yep.
But, now we have a pair of 10s. We're actually going to bring this in
Pot? Okay.
for a little extra because it's a strong hand. And so we want to juice the pot up a little more. And if they're going to call, they're going to call. And we've got 2 up. They're both folding. We might, and we're happy to just take down the pot because 10s get cracked pretty easily.
Yeah, right.
So we did get a call, and boy, is that not a good flop for us. But we are
No.
going to bet it per our rule because this is good for our range. This is very good for our range. And they're calling.
Oh,
we now
look at that.
have- Okay, now that looks good.
Looks good, but is
But
it,
what is an ace? What does a single ace in their hand do?
Broadway
Oh.
straight.
that's bad news.
I'm folding. Yeah, I'm folding to the straight that they absolutely had. I know they had an ace. That's why they called. They had an ace, at least, and like maybe they only had 2 pair and I folded bad, but I don't think so. I did technically have a full house draw, but like when that's what's called a one-liner, and when it's a one-liner to an ace, they've always got it because they see that too.
Okay.
And if they're betting out of position, like when they see a one-liner to an ace, they have an ace. They just do. They just don't not have it. So we have shit here, but that's a min click, so we're probably going to play this hand. So we'll probably call. Nope, we won't call a 3-bet, so we're out. We're out with 3-2. No 3-2. No thank you. No es bueno. 9 king.
That's-
This is the kind of hand we're definitely raising if we get folded to. And we do, so we're going to bring that in. Because that's good enough to bring in when there's only one opponent. Do-do-do, we win. What are we doing?
Folding.
Fold. Folding.
Not even. Oh, I should have waited. I would have played that if it was heads up. So I did
Fold.
a
Yeah,
premature.
queen 10. Yeah, that's
snap
different.
fold.
Yeah, but I'll see.
Yeah. I snap. It's not gonna hurt. It's still not a great hand. It's fine. Queen 10's not super fantastic. 8-5 sucks shit. But like I said, if no one like that's a good when someone has 2.5 big blinds, they're either going all in or they're leaving. So they're gonna wait for a hand, and they're gonna. So we get to free roll. Maybe we'll hit nothing. They're gonna bet. I'm not even pretending. I'm not even pretending like I have it.
Don't waste your time.
Well, they limped in, and that means they hit something. That's all. Because they limped in and then they donked, and so like yeah. 6-3 is right on the edge of what we should be playing. So let's play it if they fold. It doesn't look like they're going to. It looks like they're getting ready to bet. Usually when people fold, it's real fast. So boop. That's another thing I noticed. It's like these are the kind of things that I noticed. So what can anyone, since we've been playing for about I don't know 10 minutes, have you noticed any tendencies of our player pool? 'Cause I have. Rayna, have you noticed anything? Oh, Emily, by all means.
Yes, please proceed.
I would just say only betting when they actually have something.
Yeah. But we don't know that for sure. Okay, so we did hit our middle thing, but we are going to do our bet. We're going to do our C bet because it's good for our range. And we do have a jack. So,
And we're telling them we have a king, so that's nice.
they're going to raise us, which is telling us that they have a king or a pair and a flush draw. So we're going to fold. That's it. It's that simple. They raise. When we have a marginal hand, we raise and they fold. We raise and they re-raise us out of position when they check raise. If we don't have a strong hand, we just get rid of it. Get rid
How
of
do
our
you
marginal
ever
hand.
go from this to playing other poker games?
I still love Omaha. I just love the game. I love it because you have to think about it. You think about it way differently.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the pros hate this because they can't read their opponents. Like, and I get that. Like, if you're a professional who's really good at reading people and that's your bread and butter, you don't want to be in this because you can't read anybody. You don't know who's who. You don't know what their tendencies are. You have no idea. They're just randos. But like, that's why you watch the overall player pool. But I'm not a pro, and I love this because I have ADHD and it moves quick.
Oh, offsuit king and the small blind.
We're gonna fold to a bet. We're not gonna.
Oh, okay.
We're not. We would have bet that if it was heads up, but we're in the small blind. Yeah, small blind sucks. It's like we have to have a real strong hand because they're. I don't want to fold because we're in the big blind, but I'm folding to any bet. It looks like they're gonna bet. They didn't see how it folds around. Now it's the small blind. I still don't want to call. It's 9-5 offsuit. Like that's a bad hand. I get rid of that.
If they just called instead of betting, it would have been
Yeah, well, that's the free roll, and that's why we waited.
yeah.
But
The free roll is when they just check it around. Is that?
yeah,
free
when they
roll?
check it around, and we don't have to pay anything.
And it
to see a
costs
flop.
nothing.
It's a free
Okay,
roll.
hence free.
Yep.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. This is dog shit. So if anyone bets, we're out, including the small blind. But they might fold to us. You never know. I've seen it. They're gonna bet. They've got money and they're waiting. They're gonna bet.
Bye.
Yep. Sorry. Not sorry. 3-7, no good.
See, yeah.
But make a note of how many hands we're folding. I mean, if you wanna try and keep a percentage. I mean, that's a hard thing to do. Yes, we're gonna raise this actually. 'Cause it's
Feels a
suited
holy
queen.
crap ton more than 50%.
Oh yeah, and we did hit
Yes.
a pair. So we're gonna check. We're gonna check call. Not going anywhere. They shouldn't have anything down here. We're gonna call them anyway. They might have an overpair though. So that jack sucks. They don't have anything.
Go.
We have queens and threes. We're gonna bet the pot. We have two pair. We're good. They don't have straight. They don't have ace two. I don't buy it.
Can you imagine
If
if
they
call?
do,
Oh my god.
yeah, they did call. They're calling us light. It's great. So
Wow.
that's another thing I've noticed about the player pool is they're calling light on the river, which means I can't bluff the river. I have to do my bluffing before
Calling
the river.
light
If we get
What? That
that means they're calling. They're calling with weak holdings.
with weak
They're
cards.
they're
That's
doing-
the light part,
with
right?
weak cards and what they're doing is called bluff catching. They have a hand, but they think we're bluffing, and so they have a marginal hand or a hand they think they can't lay off, or they just don't believe us. So they're calling light because we've gotten, I think, called on 100% of our rivers that we've bet so far. So that means we can't bluff the river. That's all that means. We just, but what that also means is that when we have a strong hand on the river, we're betting pot.
Well, people are assuming that you're trying to buy the river.
Maybe, I don't know what they're thinking. Sometimes people just can't let go of a hand. They just like the way their hand looks. Like if they had ace, ace, or jack, jack, they couldn't get rid of it because they think it's a winning hand and they're supposed to win with that hand. So, like, I just don't know. They shouldn't have had that because they didn't raise me. Like, you know, and so that's the other thing is we're going to go over like that stuff too about what they don't have, which is more important for ranging people than what they do. It's more important to think of what they don't have. So when I say like their range is 8s and 10s, that means they shouldn't have any 7s, 6s, 5s, 4s, 3s, or 2s in their hand. And I believe that that's generally true. The only time is when they have a pair of those. And so we are
got a bet.
We are going to raise that. We're going to call it. That's right on the edge, and it's okay. We'll go 3 ways. We missed. That's okay. This is just on the bottom edge of our bring-in range, and it's probably a fold in the small blind. But if it was any other, we're not going to go any further than that. It was right on the edge. That's bad. So we'll fold that to any bet.
Yeah, jack 7.
You're on the button now.
No, we're on the
big blind.
Oh, big blind. Sorry, yeah.
And we'll be folding it. The button did bet, and so we got out. 5. See ya. Yeah. Are you loving this, or I'm loving this?
It's very fun. There we go.
Exactly.
Oh, that's it. That's
what are we gonna do?
want.
Are we gonna 3-bet this hand? Yeah, we're gonna raise it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take it.
They folded.
Win's a win's a
Yay.
win.
A win's a win. Yes.
Doink. Yeah, I'd have much rather seen that hand on a button than have it been a 3-bet hand.
Oh.
So we'll be playing this. We'll be raising this.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be I'm gonna go an extra because we're out of position. It called us, so that's bad for that's good for our range. So, but we're still gonna check because we're out of position and we have a marginal hand. So we're gonna check call. Probably they're gonna bet, and that hits their range really well since they call a 3-bet. But then they didn't do it. So the thing is they could easily have a 10 and an ace. They could have us beat easily. So I'm not going to try and bluff them here since I have showdown value. I'm going to check it back, and we're going to try and win a small pot with our marginal hand.
Okay.
If they bet here, they don't. And so once again, I'm not putting any more money into this pot. There's a chance. If a lot of money goes in the pot, I cannot win. If the pot stays here, I can win. So I'm going to keep it here. It's called pot control. They're probably going to take it. Nope. And they have jacks. See, so I was beat.
Yeah.
Now they should have 4-bet their jacks, but they don't know that.
Right.
People don't. So what that tells us there is that people aren't 4-betting as much as they should. They should be 4-betting jacks plus, and they're not. And so I would be. But so what I can do is I can narrow 4-bets to a pair of kings, pair of aces, and ace king. And that's it. That's the only thing people are 4-betting. I'm going to raise that up. So if we see a 4-bet, that's what we know they have. Aces, kings, or ace king. And we did hit top pair. So we're going to check it because we're out of position. We're going to see what they do. And they're going to do that. We're going to check it again since the flush came and an ace came. So we're going to check. We now have a marginal hand.
All right.
And so they're going to let that go. We now have 2 pair. So I am going to bet the pot. I don't think they have a flush. They would have bet it. If they were slow playing a flush, then we get what we get. If they raise us, obviously we're folding. But like, yeah. So we're gonna fold to their flush. But they slow played, and that's fine.
Fold.
Did we lose Emily?
I don't know. She just. I looked. I was looking at the
Yeah,
board.
I know.
And
I
then
was like,
I
she
looked
was
at.
there,
She's
and then
gone.
she
Like, whoa,
poofed
she
in a puff of
vanished.
smoke.
Yeah, she. It's her disappearing act. Fold.
You want to see if you can hunt her down on WhatsApp? See what happened?
Sure.
Cool. Notice how we just chucked 10 king in the muck without even thinking?
Yeah, I know.
You think any of these other players are chucking 10 king in the muck?
No. I mean,
I don't
maybe
think-
a few.
I think
but-
every single one of these players is playing king 10 off in every position. That's what I think. There she is.
Oh, never mind. I just sent the message and she reappeared magically.
Magic.
She's a magical person.
Sorry, I had to
She
step
is
away.
a little
Didn't want to call attention to it or anything. I just
Oh, that's
I
okay.
went ahead and did
we
that.
did.
I
Yeah,
was like,
we
where
had a
did
whole
Emily
conversation.
go?
Track her down. She's like, find her on WhatsApp.
Well, because I didn't know you were having technical difficulties.
exactly.
So
Considering
I was
technical
like, oh,
difficulties we have today, it
maybe-
makes sense.
Yeah.
Small blind suited.
Fold, right? No. Oh, it's
No,
suited though.
no,
It's suited.
It's suited and it's just.
Oh,
us
everybody's
two,
folded.
So we're just
We're-
yeah.
Oh,
so
and they folded.
we're-
Bye. They
We're
got-
gonna be betting when it's just when everyone folds us in the small blind. We're gonna be betting most of our hands. So we're gonna be betting a good chunk of our hands.
Okay.
We're gonna change up the bet size, but like we're gonna bet our stronger. That's another thing. We can change our bet size here according to the strength of our hand because no one knows if we're doing that regularly. You can't variate too much because they'll sniff it out. But like sometimes you bet 10x and they'll just call. Like I don't know. Wild what people do. But so here's a pair of fours, which is a bad pair in the worst position. So what we're doing is we're gonna bet it if we get folded to here, but we are gonna and we do. So we're gonna bet it.
If we end up heads up, we bet.
We are heads up, yeah. If we have anything
So-
worth, and that's
Oh.
good for our range, so we're gonna check raise.
Okay.
And they checked right back, so we're gonna bet pot, and they're gonna fold to us.
Okay. So
Wow,
When
that
they
was
when they snap check like that, they've got nothing. They already hit
So,
check fold.
according to if you're playing pure GTO, you would have folded that hand, right?
I would have folded that. I wouldn't have. Well,
But there's
maybe
more
not.
to it
When
than
it's
that,
heads up,
right?
there's more to the small blind and the big blind have different ranges, and for that reason.
Oh, so there
because
actually
it's
is a
just
different
heads
range
up.
for that than what you showed.
Yeah, and that's why I had a different thing on the charts. There was blue in there.
By
which means
position.
call.
Yeah.
It has and so we're gonna fold that.
It makes
And
sense.
Small blind has a calling range, and so does the big blind. The other positions do not.
Okay.
You don't limp. You don't limp in any position, but you can limp. You can call. So you don't limp first in. It's a rule, but like it's like this is what I'm getting at. I would never limp. I would never limp, but I would limp after a limp. I would call a limp, but I would never limp first.
Okay.
And so we're hoping for a free roll, and we don't get it, so we'll go to the next hand. Always want a free roll. That's nice.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
nice. On the small blind especially.
Yeah, we're gonna raise big because we're in
Oh,
a small
well,
blind.
not-
We want to just take this
Great.
down.
Oh, and we've already got a bet. Nice.
So we're gonna go ahead and raise it to about 15. There we go.
Yep, they're gonna fold.
They're gonna snap call. They almost certainly have an ace, so we can't let it go. We have to call. They're gonna bet. We have to call. And if they keep going, we'll probably have to let it go. Yeah, they have an ace, which makes sense. They called it. They raised first in, and then they snap called a 3-bet. They could have had ace, but Queen's got cracked. Queen's no good. I don't regret playing them
Queen.
like I did. Yeah.
So if you fold, it doesn't even matter if it comes around to you. You're just done.
Nope, that's how it works. That's why zone's great. Just like
Yeah, you don't
next
waste
hand,
time
please.
watching what's going on because it wouldn't be useful
there's
because
no need.
you're moving to the next table anyway, so the information.
The whole
useless.
point is that you don't have to wait. It's
Yeah.
for
It's no waiting.
short attention span. Yeah. So this is one of those hands where we're gonna do it if it. Oh, not to a bet though. Not to any bet.
Okay, good.
Same. That's the same hand in the same position. And the same action. Hey. Definitely big since we got a caller. So they're almost certainly. I mean, when people very rarely call and then fold, especially if someone else calls in front of them. So we're almost certainly going to go three-way here. That's very good for us. So we're going to keep betting because 7-10 shouldn't be there. It really shouldn't. So we're going to go ahead and bet. Oh, I accidentally checked because I took too long. Yeah, whoops.
Yeah, they should limit the amount of time.
I
you
wonder
have in
how
this
much
one.
time that happens. How many times that happens? Because if it was
Happens
me
quite a
playing,
bit.
it would
I'm gonna
happen
go ahead and
all the
check.
time.
Check raise.
I'm checking raising, yeah.
Because I'd be trying to think
That'll
about what
scare
to do,
people
and
off.
then
That'll scare them
Auto.
off for sure, which is what I want. I'm
And
gonna
this
go
one
heads
might-
up, and I have a strong hand. I think this is a value bet. I think I have the best hand here.
You think you've got the equity? Cool.
Yeah.
Nice pull down. That was good. That recouped a lot.
now I have the echo, according to Charlotte. Luckily, I'm not talking as
no.
much. It's fine.
Oh no, technical difficulty day. Skynet went online.
Chat GPT has done it. It's taken over.
I'm gonna play 7-9.
Wow. Out of position, huh?
It's in the cutoff. You can widen your range in the cutoff a little bit too, because a lot of people still fold. That's why you still have a lot of fold equity in the cutoff, and that's a good enough hand. And we have. So when you get above 100 big blinds, you can start playing what's called hands that have really good implied odds, and those are the kind of odds that are your suited connectors, your suited gappers. That if you hit them, they pay off big.
Okay.
And so, here's the thing. I normally wouldn't fold nines, but I am going to because we're facing a 3-bet, and I don't think nines are going to be good enough. And
Somebody's got
there
something
are
better
people
than that, yeah.
after us, and someone had raised, so that's what would be a cold. I would either have to 4-bet, which I'm not going to cold call a 3-bet. Like, that's crazy because that's so easy for that person that bet in the first place to raise their aces and go all in. And then you just threw away your bet. And the thing is nines aren't good enough to just to 4-bet. They aren't good enough to 4-bet. So I had to throw away my pair of nines. And I think that's the correct play. And that's what we'll get into post break here,
Okay.
which we're coming up on soon. No, that's a shitty hand. I was thinking about it for a second. I was like, we don't need that. No, that's awful. It's just no thanks. But yeah, how time flies, huh? So it's still like, we've been up more. We've been up more for sure. We've
Yeah.
also been down much more at this time.
Yeah.
Interesting
for
that
sure.
our ceiling seems to be about 150. We can't really break much.
Well, I
above
wouldn't say
that.
it's a ceiling. It's just like, we haven't had the same results. We got a lot of. We've been throwing away a lot more cards here. I'm gonna play this. It's a suited ace. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm getting distracted. That's my own bad. That's not on you. That's not on you too. I can see your pretty faces. I can't see the cards. I can't see my hearts because I got hearts in my eyes.
Oh, you say such sweet things.
Yuck. That wasn't a yuck to you. It was a yuck to the Jack 5.
That's okay.
A little poker slang. The Jack 5 suited is called the hand jive. And the Jack 5 offsuit's called the jive turkey.
There's so
the
much
jargon
like
that you have.
jargon. And I feel like you could just be making this up. I would literally have no idea. I'd be like, oh, okay. You could make up some crazy stuff and then have me saying it, and then people would be like, what are you doing? that's not a real
I folded
thing.
the jive turkey, and they're like, what the
What?
hell are you talking about? That's pretty racist.
Was that racist? I don't think that's racist. It was black slang in the 70s.
Yeah,
I don't think it's racist.
No.
Wanna raise? Now we're gonna get called, which we usually do. That's great for our range. So we'll be we're gonna bet a little small because we'll bet half pot here.
Half
I don't
pot.
think they're betting that they've got a king.
They might be, but like we
They've got a king.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Got a king. Yeah. Yeah. Or they have two of them. Like but we were in position, and that was a flop that was good for our range. So
This
we
is
bet
good,
it.
right? 10 jack.
Oh, mine went-
Yeah, we're
suited,
playing 10 jack suited for sure.
even though it's small blind, but
Yeah, I'm gonna raise it.
46 big blind bet. That was. They were confident.
that did demonstrate confidence.
Yeah. It's that saying, I've got it. I like my hand, and they did it fast. Right, so it's like if that
Right, they
happens
didn't think
fast,
about
it's
it.
like that was a
Yeah.
pot size bet. They're just like, oh great. It was an obvious check raise, so that's an obvious fold. We're gonna go ahead and set up the next big blind, and I'm gonna take our break when it comes time.
Okay.
I'm ready to pee, so there's that, and there it is. Oh no, not yet. I thought it was.
Ding fold. Ding fold. Wow. just a
There we
whole
are.
lot of garbage.
All right, break time. We will see you soon.
Okay. You want me to do the break screen?
Yeah, go to the break screen, would you? back, and as you can see, we don't. I loved that, Emily. That was amazing. As you can see, I left the game that we were in, and the reason is I wanted to go over 3-betting with you. So, what you see now is that it says facing RFI, raise first in position. That means when someone bets in front of you. So you're in the hijack and the low jack bets. This is the range you're supposed to play. Look how tight that is.
Wow.
We're getting rid of all offsuited jacks.
Super
We're
tight.
throwing away ace jack off. That's what we're doing. We're throwing away ace jack off, ace 9 suited, everything besides ace 5 suited, which is a bluff. And everything, we're throwing away 8, 7, 6s, 5s, 4s. We're throwing away queen 10 suited, jack 10 suited. That's what we're supposed to be doing. We're not going to be playing that. And that's what so that's 8.1% of hands we're keeping. 91.9% we're throwing away. These ones that we're keeping, we're 3-betting. That means we're re-raising. We're not calling anything. You don't get to call until you're on the button. Now you see the blue ones, those are the hands that you can call. So, and this is if you're raised by the low jack, this is being raised by the hijack, and this is being raised by the cutoff if you're in the button. And as you can see, the ranges widen as the position gets later, because we're assuming that they're playing GTO ranges, which means their range gets wider the later in position they are, which means you can respond to more wide to a wider range. We're not doing that with these players. We're putting them all on 8s and 10s, and so, which is like the cutoff range. And so we're going to put them all right there, so we can pretty much play this for 3-bets, which is kind of what I've been doing. I've been pretty much going to our other one, which is where is it here? It's this guy. This is what I've been doing. So anything kind of in this range, I've been 3-betting with the exception of my suited connectors, like my 10s, 9, 8, 8, 7. I'm just calling because they're very speculative hands. And those are the kind of hands where if they hit, they're going to win. Like you're going to hit your straights, your flushes, and all that stuff. And so that's when, like, I'm okay with limping in and throwing them, because you're going to be throwing them away a lot. With these, I'll still get rid of these. I'm not really 3-betting with even these offsuits. I might 3-bet with King Jack offsuit, but I'm probably not 3-betting with Queen Jack. I'll be 3-betting with all of my pairs down to 7s. I will probably 8s. I'll probably just call with 7s and lower. That's what I'll be doing. And then I'll be 3-betting with aces, 10s, plus, and ace 5. But ace 9, anything in the ace 9 to 8, 6, and ace 4, 3, 2, I'm just going to be calling, because once again, those are speculative hands. At that point, when you're playing ace 8 suited, you're not playing the ace as much as you're playing the suit. You're hoping to have flush equity with that one. And so these are all speculative hands, because you can't make a straight with ace 9. 9's a shitty kicker. Ace 3, you can make the wheel. You can make the wheel with all these, which is why ace 5, you bet, is a good
That's why it was on the other
hand.
Yeah,
that's why it's a good bluffing hand. It's a bluffing bet, because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to balance out your range. You're not just supposed to always raise with good hands, because then people will put you on good hands every time. This is to throw off the good players, right? But honestly, at these stakes, we can have what's called a really linear range, which means we're only playing good hands, which is what we're doing, and it's working. So I think we should go back to it. How do you feel?
Let's get back into it.
I feel it.
Let's get back into it. We're going to jump back into a new game here. So we're not going to have. So we've got 50 big blinds in the bank. We're starting at 0 here, and look at that right out of the gates. We're going to be throwing this away almost certainly. Maybe this player is just going to limp. They shouldn't. Maybe they're. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Oh.
Under no circumstance.
That was bad.
Nope. Nope. No, ma'am.
No man's land.
Yikes! Get out of here.
That's terrible.
No respect here.
No thanks.
Fold.
Yeah, we'll play that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Way out of position, but
Yeah, we're in the hijack and it's ace 10. It's a good hand. Good enough. I never do that well with ace 10. I'm gonna do our obligatory C bet. And we're just gonna take it down.
Hoot. Hey, we're up again. Yay.
Yep. Slightly. I don't know how long that'll last. We might get blinded down. This is it. Just fold.
Fold.
Yeah. Welcome to real poker. That's what the pros do.
Real poker.
We're gonna just do a little raise here. We're just gonna do a min click here for our fours. So we're in early position. It's a speculative hand. We're what's called set mining here. Look, everyone folded.
Wow.
Oh, that paid off.
Yeah.
A little bit.
See, that's why. You know, it's like that's why you always raise. Because if I just called, that wouldn't happen, and then they would have got to see the flop for free. We would have had to pay a rake. Like, always give yourself fold equity. Always pay for fold equity. It's a good investment. Yeah, we can call it. We have not a great hand. We do have a backdoor
Flush.
backdoor straight draw and a backdoor flush draw. So we can check raise this if they bet small. They bet. Well, we have to check this
Yeah.
and see what they do. We're gonna wait a second. We're putting a
They're
little
gonna
bit
bet
of
the hearts?
Hollywood for them. They're gonna bet the hearts, which we have to fold. We don't have anything. We're gonna let them have it. We're out of position. We're not gonna pretend. I mean, there's a real chance they could have been bluffing, but we didn't have anything to show them down. So
Right.
it didn't matter.
Yeah, the ace would have been the only thing that could have given
Yeah,
us.
I'd have called
slightly
with two
hand.
pair, but I didn't have two pair. I had nothing. I had nothing with no equity.
Nothing with nothing.
Yep. We
Nothing
weren't the
with
king of hearts
nothing.
that time. The queen of
See there. Yeah, bet
Now, why don't we fold this?
because we could get a free roll
Oh, a free roll. Okay.
because we're in the big blind. We could get a
Yeah.
free roll. Never give up if you don't have to. As soon as someone bet, I threw it away. But just the face. They don't
Right.
always remember. They
Everybody
folded
just gives
around
it
at
to
one
you.
time. Yeah, someone just give it to you sometimes. If you don't get that, if you fold,
Very true.
ace 10 is being played.
Ace 10 in the button. What do we think about that? Is that still a fold or?
No.
Oh no,
it's
that's
play.
never a fold. Ace
It's a
10's
play.
never. Ace 10's always a play.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and raise it. It's on the edge. That's a loose raise. And we folded, and they showed us that they had Jack Queen. So, but that tells us they're playing the ranges that we thought they would be playing, right? So we can put them on reasonable ranges, and then they showed us, which is weird. So this is a hand that we might bet, if everyone folds to us,
Okay.
just to buy the fold equity. But we're definitely not playing into any bet. Either. That would have been a pretty loose bet.
I love how much of a benefit it is to fold, to fold. Like when you don't have anything, you just fold it out and you just move right on. It's
Yeah.
a great thing where
Oh, it's great.
you get a lot from folding.
Shit. This is right on the edge. I'm not going to do it, and the reason is I
Rebet.
don't have a lot of chips, and two people like their hands. So I'm just going to get out of there. I maybe should have called and seen a flop. Probably was the smarter thing to do. But I didn't want to be... the big blind would have certainly called, and I didn't want to be out of position four ways for a marginal hand. Because even if I hit my flush, I wouldn't have felt super confident at that point. I would have still felt good. Like the odds of someone else having a flush are less than 20%. So Yeah, we'll bring in Queen Jack.
I'm gonna need a nap after this show. I am.
Hey, I don't think we're gonna call a 3-bet though, because remember 3-bets are like aces, queens, and queens plus. So we're beat. We're beat. We'll throw away our Queen Jack off. I would have called if it was suited.
Queen Jack off.
Nicely done.
Well, she said King Jack off earlier, and it just.
Oh, I missed that. God, disappointed I am. But
Oh my goodness, I love you too.
we are
great.
very mature.
Yeah,
It's our humor.
it's that South Park humor that gives us that edge.
It's a very edgy show. Yeah.
Wow.
Get out of here! I thought I folded my Jack.
Jack
8.
8 off.
Ace Queen. Heck yeah! Let's even bring it up a little bit extra. You want to call, don't you?
You know you want to do it,
They do. They want
don't
to.
ya? Don't ya?
Don't you?
They want to call. They want to
Don't
call.
you want to go just like me? Or
Three
something?
bet.
Nope. They wanted to leave. They're like, fuck this, I'm out. They got a call from their mom.
Timmy, street lights are out.
Oh,
You gotta
oh,
come-
oh. Boop. What about 9s? Hell yeah, I will.
We will, huh?
What you gonna do?
Pair 9s. Okay.
They're going to give us that money.
This is not bad.
Take it. Tell me it's being played. I won't be
Oh.
re-raising.
Good
Yeah, I will. I
blind
don't know.
hand.
Depends.
This is a good big blind hand.
It is. It's a very good big blind hand. I'm just going to call, see what happens. Get in cheap. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. We've got backdoor straight draws.
Okay. Yep.
I do hate it now.
You only
Well,
hate it
when they
because they
see
like
that-
it.
It's a thin
Right,
line
that's
between
exactly
love and
why I
hate.
hate it. That was exactly why I hated it. Is because they liked it. That's exactly why. And we didn't have a good enough draw, and they bet bigger. They bet more than half pot, which led me to believe they weren't folding. So I couldn't really bluff them off it with a re-raise. I'm gonna bring this one in.
Ace
Sure.
Jack off.
Yeah. See ya. Just hanging out at 100 big blinds. This is how it goes sometimes. Just fold,
Yeah.
fold, back and forth,
Or-
back and forth.
We're
till you
not
get
we're
into
not
the
winning. We're
Jack.
not
hand,
losing.
you
We're
know?
just coasting.
Just chilling. Just fucking chilling.
Yeah.
Waiting for fucking seat 3 to fucking get their thumb out of their ass. Thank you. Hey, seat 3, you forget where you are, motherfucker?
I was thinking again yesterday about Malkovich's terrible rush in rounders.
Oh, it's so
Just
good.
laughing.
It's so good. Oh, here's an interesting one. We're gonna be playing this if no one bats an
On
orange.
the
If someone bats
button.
a first.
Okay, we're on the button. We have a suited pair.
Yeah, this is a
Not
suited,
pair.
a low
Rundown.
suited gapper. This is
Gapper.
in our button range, and it is. We're gonna play it. We're
Okay.
gonna bring it in, and it's a bluffing hand. So if they, they're gonna raise us.
We're out.
So
Bye.
it's a min.
Fold.
Honestly, I don't know. That's a min click.
Oh,
That's
it
a
is?
min click, and
Oh, right.
I'm-
They're big blind.
I don't know why.
Yeah,
I
I know I folded it. I had to think about it too long. I don't have time to think that much. So if I had to think about it that long, the fold's just as well.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking about calling that. I don't know.
I was thinking about calling it too. It was just because we did have a suited gapper, and it was like, but it would have been silly to call it.
I was thinking
had
about
us
trying to
be
make a joke out
almost
of it. I
certain.
ain't got time to think. Instead of, I ain't got time to bleed. If anyone's seen The Predator.
Which one?
The Predator?
The Predator.
Is it
Oh.
The Predator? I don't have
I
time to
think that's
bleed.
Predator, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't have time to bleed.
He has such great one-liners. He throws a knife at this guy, and he's like, "Stick around."
Yeah. Have you seen Commando?
Oh yeah, a long time ago. Yeah.
That
yeah.
movie is the entire movie is bad one-liners, and it's the best thing ever.
Amazing.
He like, I don't even know how to approach the level of one-liners in Commando, but like if you want to laugh, Arnold Schwarzenegger Commando is one of the best cheesy movies you can watch. I love Commando.
Yeah, I need to
just
see that
saw,
again.
80s
It's been a long
Schwarzenegger
time, right?
one-liner action movies. So good.
So good. That's so good.
I just watched First Blood last year for the first time.
Really?
This one's amazing.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty darn good. It was pretty
It's
damn good.
real good.
Holds
Yeah,
up.
First Blood's great.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of the other Rambo movies. I kind of want to go back and see the silliness that happened after that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
everything after that is ridiculous. So he put out a sequel, like a fifth one. I think it was in like 2006 or something, called John Rambo, and it's awesome. I've never seen. I think it might have the highest body count of any movie.
Really? I
And
haven't
it's just
seen it.
him just shredding people. The whole movie is him just shredding people. Like, I mean, there's a scene where he just gets behind a 50mm machine gun and just starts wasting crowds full of people. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Well, it's so funny how how Hollywood will do that. They will franchise a movie that is self-contained and kind of
Right.
perfect.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
it's a great character. It's a great story as that story. There
So
isn't-
because the flush came down,
Oh.
yeah,
we're gonna bet it. I feel like we can.
you want to bluff? You're gonna bluff your way. in
I
there?
already bluffed them and they snap called. I'm gonna
That's a
check.
bad
I'm
sign.
gonna check.
Oh. Check.
Yeah, it's especially now since the fourth. Yeah, they've got a flush for sure. I think they had the ace of spades. Is what I think they had. I don't think they were
The
going
ace of
anywhere.
spades, the
Ace of spades as opposed to the ace of base. That was bad. That was terrible.
I
Awful.
saw
Sign.
Actually, pretty good, I think.
Oh well, thank you.
I folded all my
I
hands
enjoyed it.
on the side.
These are the jokes, people.
What are you gonna do? This is all we got.
I write the jokes. This is Barry Manilow. Did I ever tell you the story about the actual story about Barry Manilow and the guy like in the 80s?
Well, first
No.
off, I gotta say, like, how often do we get to do a Barry Manilow quote on this show?
Not often enough. Is
Not
what
often
I'm saying.
enough. So, what is your story about Barry?
So this is real. This actually happened. You can look this up. In the 1980s, there was this at the height, the early 80s in Los Angeles. There was this guy that kind of looked like Barry Manilow, and people were mistaking him for Barry Manilow like all the time. And so he would go around, and it was LA, so people were like star seeing and all that stuff. And what would happen is people would come up to him and they would ask him for his autograph. So we're going to check our kings here. We're going to check call. Because the ace is trouble, but we're going to check call. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to bet small here because we want them to call. So we're going to go ahead and bet third of the pot. We want them to call us. Yeah, breathe on the pot. Whatever, we'll still take the 20 big blinds. Anyway, so like this guy was running around Hollywood looking kind of like Barry Manilow.
Looking
just
all
'cause he
Barry
did. Since
Manilow.
1982, he just kind of looked like Barry Manilow. Every guy kind of looked like Barry Manilow in 1982, but like this guy like kind of looked like him. And like people would come up to him, they would ask for his autograph. He'd be like, "Look, I'm not Barry Manilow." And they'd be, and after a while, people would start getting like, "You're an asshole. Why won't you give me my kid an autograph? My kid just wants your autograph, you fucking asshole." You know, and so it's like after a while, he was like, "Well, fuck, I'll just start signing autographs so I don't get harangued by these people, right?" Well, that happened, and he started signing autographs as Barry Manilow, and Barry Manilow heard about it, and he got pissed, and he tried to sue him. He did sue him. we're gonna raise here because they bet small. So we're gonna raise big, and we do have wheel equity and an overcard. So now we're folding. So Barry Manilow sued the guy, and tried to get him to have the judge force him to get plastic surgery to look less like Barry Manilow.
You gotta be kidding
It got
me.
thrown out of court, but this was 1982 Barry Manilow we're talking about here.
This is peak Manilow.
This is peak coked
Peak
up
Manilow.
Manilow, yes. This is Xanadu era.
Xanadu. That is a name
Xanadu
I've not
Manilow.
heard in a long time.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Xanadu Manilow. That
This
needs
is
to be
like,
a story.
yeah, this was like the era of like cocaine where like people were having like problems because they were like they were burning holes in their septum from doing too much coke.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Awful.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I mean,
we're
that
gonna
is
be
the
calling
definition
with
of a
our
problem.
marginal hand, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
They could have a speed, but we have a pair here. And we have an overcard with a king, so we're still calling. They're scared of us. We're gonna call. We now have a straight, so that's good.
We do?
But they do too.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone has. So if they
Oh,
have a
everyone
queen,
does.
we're fucked. It's a straight on the board. So
We all have the same straight, yes.
yeah, we're gonna check it and split the pot. I mean, yeah.
It was a push?
Yeah, we both had the same straight.
Oh, push
A
is
push?
only... Sorry, push is only in blackjack.
That's
never-
blackjack. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
because I'm
blackjack.
confused. Yeah, I was like, I wanna push you around.
Yeah.
Where are we? Where are we?
Push it. Dun, 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 dun.
I was thinking, push it.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
that was
right.
I was
Yeah.
wrong. That was Cars by Gary Oldman by Gary Newman. Not
Gary
Gary
Oldman.
Oldman, Gary
Gary
Newman,
Oldman. Yeah.
who is older than Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman is younger than Gary Newman.
Oh boy. Yeah.
It tracks.
It's true.
It makes sense.
I was
Once you
thinking about
explain
that earlier. I was actually thinking about that earlier. I was thinking, you know what? Like, it's like, what if Gary Oldman was a stage name? Because it wouldn't be that crazy if it was a stage name, and like his real name was something like John Kirstenmeyer or something, you know, and like, and he's like, no, I want to be Gary Oldman. That's what I want to be known as. And by the way, I'm the best actor who ever lived. Me and Daniel Day-Lewis were like that.
I was trying to watch Fifth Element recently, and
Fifth
movie.
Element. Wow.
I could not. And his
Oh, it's so
character,
good. I love it.
his character in that movie is so bizarre. The
Yeah,
the
he is.
choice to
Uh-huh.
play it like the southern, like, it was so bizarre.
Yeah.
Such a bizarre choice.
Very strange that they smoke
Oh,
their cigarettes
we got
backwards.
three bet
That's just
here.
so weird.
So I don't think I should 4-bet, but I can't fold, so I'll call. We're in trouble. We're in trouble here.
Uh-oh.
What I read
Yeah.
on that is that Gary did that movie as a favor to the director,
Oh, one of those.
and the director was just like, "Hey, if you'll come do this, you do what you want, and I'm cool with it."
Oh,
That's cool.
So I think it's a pretty iconic.
And Gary Oldman was like, yeah, I'll take
Oldman roll.
$25 million.
But yeah, I don't know.
I could use another $18 million. Sure, I suppose. Yeah, as a favor.
I'll do you a favor.
I'll do you a favor.
Do you a
take-
favor
I'll
for
take
$18
it.
million?
Friends,
Sure.
I need that kind of a gig. We all do.
Now, I normally I would 4-bet here, but I am just gonna call because it's off suit and we're in position. So that's fine. We're gonna keep going with that.
Okay.
I don't know what happened to Emily.
I'm here.
I don't like this.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not going well for us.
Yeah. It's-
No, we're good. Nope. Queens,
We're not.
dead queens. Shit.
Shoot, that's not good.
Yeah, they weren't gonna go anywhere. See, now we're down.
I know.
That's...
We're in the gutter. We gotta tighten up our range. We're playing too loose. I'm actually serious. We are. We're gonna be real tight here.
Okay.
Charlotte says Gary Oldman was in Leon the Professional and Leon. And the cool thing about that was that take was a joke. The famous like everyone joke, like he'd played it so many times, and there was just like a one more call from the director, so he just went crazy on it, and that's the one that went in.
I don't know. I saw that movie like once, like 25 years ago. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. I don't know that part.
Oh, you
I
know,
know the
remember
movie.
where Gary's Oldman's the lead detective or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, bring me everyone," and the guy's like, "What do you mean everyone?" And he turns around to him, and he just yells at him, "Everyone!"
Oh, my friend quotes that all the time.
I
That's
thought the
what that's
Professional he
from.
was an assassin.
Jean Reno is an assassin, yes, and
I thought Gary Oldman was the assassin.
Gary Oldman's the cop that's after him,
Okay.
and he's a crooked cop.
Huh. Are we thinking of the one with the girl and he kept drinking milk all the time?
Natalie Portman, Jean Reno,
Yeah.
yes, and they have like an improper relationship. Yes, Gary Oldman is a detective, a
I
cop.
thought Gary Oldman was the dude that was the assassin guy that
No,
was with
the,
drinking
the
milk.
Frenchman Jean Reno is
How do I call these? Nah,
It's-
I'm not
yeah,
calling
the
fours. My
assassin.
fours are toast.
yeah. Gary Oldman's just the crooked cop that is trying to take him down. There's some sort of revenge thing. I think. Yeah, I
I
forget
think
the
I saw that.
relationship
I
between
think
Oldman
I saw it when it was in theaters. I can barely remember it. But the more you describe it, the more familiar it sounds.
It just got harder to watch the later it got, because it's just like, oh, this relationship between Renault and Natalie Portman is
gross.
just inappropriate.
It's like a lot of stuff was like that back then. It was like fucking Lolita. Like, ugh.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's so gross.
You know what looked like it would be inappropriate and really questionable was it Black Snake Moan? I never.
Yeah, I never saw that either, and I heard bad things. We're getting 3-bet off our shit a lot. It sucks.
Like this? Yeah, no?
I've lowered my
Here,
my
B.
bring in because we're below 60 big blinds here, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna have a little less fold equity, but it's okay. We're not changing our overall strategy all that much. I am tightening my range a little bit. Oh, we're definitely betting this.
We don't think another. Oh, we were betting. Okay.
Yeah. My rule is to bet monochrome boards when I'm in position, but like when you've got the nut ace, like the nut straight blocker, like, or the nut flush blocker, you I bet. Just bet. Chances are they don't have a flush, and if they're like, and if you spike a spade, you have the nuts.
She's got the nuts.
Yeah.
What's that guy's? Wait, was that the Palmers? No. Who did that?
That was Roxette.
She's got
Roxette,
the-
you've
oh, that
got
was
the
Roxette.
look,
She's got
but
the
not
look.
nuts. I
got
think
the
your
look.
version would have really been great.
She's got the nut.
I'm gonna raise you with your one big blind shit.
It's the nut, right? Not the nuts. It's just one nut.
I shouldn't have re-raised. I should have folded.
Didn't even hear me.
Instead.
Didn't even. Not even. Pay.
I
heard.
wasn't. I was paying attention
She's just-
to the poker game that I'm losing at.
Point of jargon clarification: is it you have the nuts or the nuts?
Nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. Plural.
Plural. Oh, you do.
'Cause
You
it's-
do have the nuts.
It is
okay.
the nuts.
Nuts.
You got the nuts.
All right.
Which is the best
I am gonna
cards for the
re-raise
best
here.
possible
I'm
hand
gonna-
or something like that on the board, right? The cards that would make the best
I am
possible
gonna-
hand on the board. That's the nuts.
I'm gonna re-raise
Really,
here.
really good. I don't know if they're necessarily the best possible, but
Cool.
one of the highest possible.
Oh,
One
okay.
of
So
the
it's like a set of cards, like not just. Yeah.
It's the best possible hand.
Oh, it is. The nut is the best possible hand. The nuts.
The best possible hand is the nuts.
I'm wrong.
So pre-flop, ace is the nuts. I'll explain what the nuts is when we see a flop. But right now, ace is the nuts because it can't be beat pre-flop. But like when the flop comes, it's whatever the best 5-card hand could possibly be. That's the nuts. All right, we're crawling out of the gutter here a little bit.
I was just gonna say that, like, you just tighten up a little bit, and it starts.
Oh, I just got better cards too. I was getting 3-bet, blowing off my hand a lot. And that just happened. I mean, it happens. Sometimes poker's peaks and valleys and all that. And so we're not playing badly. I'm not feeling. I've made like 2 or 3 mistakes that I've noticed this whole time, but they weren't egregious mistakes. They were just little things that I could have done better. And I realized that as soon as I did it, I was like, I shouldn't have done that. But yeah, we're just keeping it tight and playing ABC poker. Really, I'm playing a little more than ABC. I'm playing pretty exploitative here. But you gotta. Poker's an exploitative game. You're supposed to play like that. I think. I don't know. It's been kind of working. Hasn't been working this second round. It's working a lot better the first round. But we're still up overall. I can't play that. That's a terrible hand. Gotta get rid of that.
I didn't see what the bet was, but it sort of doesn't matter.
It didn't matter.
That's
The bet
definitely
was
bad too.
Normal. Your standard RFI. Butt pot. Yuck.
Fold.
We haven't seen a lot of dog shit too, and then we've been missing also. And our bluffs haven't been working. Doesn't mean we stopped doing them though.
We play that right or no?
Oh yeah, we're doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
So fucking lootly.
But we'll fold to the
I
floor.
feel like you get that from me. Do you hear that from somebody else, or is that an Emily quote?
What?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah, probably. I mean,
don't know if
I've been
I don't know.
swearing a lot
I
more
feel like
lately.
that's been around
I
forever.
attribute it to you, to your influence.
So I have to call here because that's. I could have raised it, but our hand's looking worse and worse.
Yeah.
So if they bet here, we have to fold. They didn't, so I'm not gonna bluff out of position. I'm just gonna check call.
There's so much crap falling out of my keyboard right now. It's really.
They're
nasty.
afraid of the 4.
Your keyboard is a biohazard. I mean, I
Oh,
tried to
that's
clean
bad.
it, but
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
did have an ace. I knew they had an
I
ace.
yeah,
Sorry.
nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
I think they would have called any bet I made. So now
I
we're
don't know.
definitely down.
I wish I bought you a new keyboard. That would have been a nice gift for you.
I
but-
don't know, Rayna. Do I need to just pull off all the keys and just do a hard scrub on it?
Can you? I mean, do they come off? I mean,
Yeah.
you could take them off, but do they go back on? Is it like that kind of a keyboard?
I would hope so.
No,
would
because
suck to
some
find out.
keyboards you pull that off, you break it. It's not designed,
it.
for the
It's
keys to
over.
come off and be replaced.
Let me pull off the Windows key, the key that I hate the most, anyways.
Pull off the inner key to start with. That'll help you out.
Oh, jeebus. Man, there's a lot of hair in here.
Yeah, I mean that's like if you need Emily's DNA, it's like right there. This,
All right, we
this
have to
keyboard
block
is
this.
evidence.
We're going all in. We're gonna take that down.
$48. Oh.
But we're still on the first bullet, right?
Yeah.
See,
And
so
we're
it's
still
not,
up.
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're about even now because we left the last hand with about $1.60,
Okay.
and so
Oh, I see.
we're at about even.
Okay.
So we're okay. I mean, like, you know, we have a break even day. We have a break even day. We
Right.
lose a bullet. We lose a bullet. Go ahead and bet that. Same thing. Half pot. We'll just take it down. Nope.
Oh my gosh. So terrible.
Oh, I have a question for you, both of you. Do you hear my keyboard when I'm typing? I mean, I'm not typing now. Let me type on something. Type.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, I don't want to type because I don't want to accidentally open a window.
Yeah, probably good policy.
Yeah, never mind. Forget I
Yeah,
said it.
I don't know. if
Because
now's
Christina
the
was
best
saying that.
time to
Because I have a clicky keyboard, and Emily's like, you know, your keyboard's quite loud. I don't know how you can. And she was
I
like,
might
kind
have
of like,
heard. I feel
not
like I have heard
anti-clicky
your
keyboard.
keyboard
I think I don't know.
before, but
Yeah, it's a mechanical
also
keyboard.
don't
You're
hear
gonna
Yeah, it's a
hear it.
mechanical keyboard. I like that. I like that clicky sound.
I understand why you like that. It's cool.
I like the tactile feedback.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Wait, this
can
is
dig
taking a turn a little bit. I think we need to need a cold shower mixed in here.
Yeah, I need to work out or
Lord.
something. I don't know. I'm working out a lot these days. Let's just put it
I
that
need
way.
to work out. I haven't worked out. I haven't gone to the gym in like a month. My God,
Yeah.
sucked.
I did,
It's been a
um,
rough one. It's been a rough spell for the foot. It's been real
That sucks.
rough.
That's terrible, honey. I'm so sorry you have to go through that.
It is. It's not good. It's not great. I haven't
Well,
been
Charlotte
enjoying
said yes,
it.
you can hear it. So thank you for confirming. I need to get a quieter
All right.
keyboard for when I'm on stream.
Yeah, and Charlotte's a good one. Almost exclusively listens on earbuds. So
Okay. Yeah, I don't
Be able
want
to hear
to. This is not the kind of show to have. You know, if it was like a programming show, then yeah, it makes sense to hear that keyboard. But
Yeah, that's all you want to hear.
that's
or a
all you
show
want to hear.
about,
You want to
like-
hear.
Or a show about finances and you
Right.
get keyboards clicking. Or if it was like a typing tutorial.
is
Well,
that what the
yeah.
transverse needs? Do we need a keyboard show?
Yes,
Does the transverse need a keyboard show? Like
I
all
think
about
so.
keyboards?
I could do that.
I think we should.
yeah.
I think we should have a typing tutorial, like how to type. I learned. I had this. I did it like I took a class on that.
Yeah,
like, when
it
I
was a
in,
class.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
grade
it was.
school.
Middle
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
And it was just now it's like the idea that they would be that like kids are born with a keyboard in their hands. Oh, I got a call. Queen 10. And I can't leave. I can't go.
Can't go.
I'm gonna have to check raise. Oh,
Create.
if one bets, I gotta go. Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta go. They had a king.
6. Oh, I should bring up HubSpot and send the email for tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to remind you again about that. Yeah, I wanted to.
How dare you forget to remind me about the thing that I forgot about?
I know, right? I'm such a bad assistant. Do you need an icebreaker? Amanda was asking about that. I asked
Yeah.
you in the message to put an icebreaker in.
What do you feel about trains? That's my icebreaker. I'm gonna
How do
suss
you
out the
feel about
autism.
them? Like,
Yeah.
do you have an emotional?
I can tell you
connection?
how
Is
I
that-
feel about them. Would you
I
like
like
to know?
trains. I think they're cool.
We're gonna see about we're gonna do an autism check and ask about what people think about trains.
That's it. What do you think
And
about trains?
this one sucks. So I told Emily I wanted to build like a magnetically levitated train. I mean, this is like a real thing. These exist, but like a small one.
Yeah,
like a
they're
model
called. Yeah,
one.
that's totally.
You know,
a
because I
thing.
think that's totally cool. I like magnetic levitation and stuff like that. So
But do people have model versions of that? Is that a possibility? Is that
it
really
is
a
a
thing?
possibility.
Oh, yeah,
Of course,
it's a
it's a
real thing.
possibility. Why couldn't you do that? There's
I
every
think that's
reason
what
to do it.
monorails are, right? That's how monorails
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. There's what I call maglev is a real thing, and you could make a model of
Do I
it. You could
call
make a
this?
small
I
one.
gotta. I don't think my pour is good.
like being
6.
down. We were up, now we're down. I hate it. I like being down. I like being up. Little Norm Macdonald joke. Like,
Oh, okay.
I like when it gets down. I don't like it. Like when it's up. I don't know why I find that so funny, but
It's all in the delivery.
I was a
It's how he
big
says
fan
it.
of Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
I liked his sitcom that he was on. That he had.
Norm?
No, yeah.
Wasn't it called Norm?
I don't think so. I don't think it was just
What
called Norm.
period? What era was that in? Was that a
90
90s?
90s for sure. Yeah, mid 90s.
7?
Okay.
Oh, look at that raise. I hate it. That's a strong hand. Calling with this speculative one, and I shouldn't have called it. I should have folded that the giant raise. They're gonna bet, and I'm gonna fold. I shouldn't have called it, and I knew it the second I clicked. No one bets 5 when they're short stacked, unless they have jacks or better. That was a high pair. I blew it.
Well, you were close. It was the Norm Show.
There it
The
is.
Norm Show. Okay.
Co-starred Laurie Metcalf. That's right.
That's right, Laurie Metcalf. Yeah, I remember now. When
Yeah,
she was
I
all,
watched
when
that.
she was hot off Roseanne. I'm pretty sure Norm Macdonald was a writer for Roseanne.
Wasn't he on Saturday Night Live?
Oh yeah, he was.
Yes.
He was the
That's where I
best
know him from.
newscaster. He was the best newscaster of any ever. Like he was
Yeah.
the best one,
Yeah.
and he got kicked
That's
off.
what I
They kicked
remember.
him off of it.
Oh,
They
really?
kicked him out of Saturday Night Live for for not listening to, for not doing what Lorne Michaels told him to. We're gonna check our 5s with our flush draw. We're gonna check call.
Norm Macdonald was replaced on Saturday Night Live as the anchor for the news program by Colin Quinn.
Oh my. Colin.
And then
Quinn.
that didn't last very long, and then it was Kevin Nealon. And Kevin Nealon was the second best host. Was the second best. And he's close because he was good in an entirely different way. Look at us. We're just getting eaten alive down here.
Oh,
I know. I'm buying. I'm reloading. I don't like being this short stack. There we go. Back to, so we're down now. Now we're definitely down. We're not down a whole bullet. We're just down a little bit. But now I've got some room to move.
up
instead of-
60, down 80. So we're
How
down
about
20.
that? Yeah, we're about down about 20 big blinds. So boo. Now we can do stuff like this. Now we can bet. Now we can play. Now that we have some chips. Half pot. See what you do. I think my dad came home from his trip. He's been gone for a month. I should
Oh,
probably
yeah.
end it early and go say hi.
Wow. Where was he
A
at?
re-raise. He's got a re-raise here. That tells
He's got a
me,
king.
probably a king with a good kicker, and that's scary for me. I have to call one time. I think they have a set. I think they might have a set of 7s. And I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check back.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's see.
Here goes
They're gonna
nothing.
check it. I'm gonna check back and see if my king's good. They were
Your king's good?
bluffing. They were bluffing.
King is good here.
They were
Oh,
hoping
king
for the
was
hearts.
No, they were bluff. Yeah, they were just bluffing. They didn't have shit. Were there even 2 hearts on the board? I don't think there were.
I thought there were. I thought there were 2.
Maybe there were. It's still, it's a surprising. You don't see that play a lot. I kind of want to look at it.
There were not 2 hearts on the board.
Oh, that's wrong.
They were just bluffing. They just were trying to bluff me off my hand. Wild. They almost did. Like, you know, it's like I wasn't gonna fold it, but I thought about it. I was like, gosh, shit, what do they have? You know. So. Can't go around folding a pair of kings on the flop, but sure fucking thought about it because it wasn't a strong king, not a bad kicker, and they could have easily had like king jack, king ace. No, they couldn't have king ace. They would have raised it. No, they raised first in. I just called, so they could have had anything. Yeah, they could have had ace ace. All right, what we are gonna do is I'm gonna click set up the next big blind.
Okay.
And I am gonna go say hi to my dad, who's been gone for a month. And so we're gonna go ahead and raise this thing. We're not fucking around. When they min click, we're just raising.
Wish Rayna and I could take the reins on it. It's like, all right, we're
I'd love
playing.
to give
now.
it to you. I'd love to give it to you. Can't do that though. Afraid not. But you can start your own account. You just gotta have Bitcoin. Surely you have some Bitcoin lying around. You can throw out some poker.
I don't have any
Rayna?
Trump coin, that's for sure.
Yeah, neither do I. I got rid of
I
it.
don't have any. I have
So
limited coin
Our-
of all varieties and no Bitcoin, actually.
you can go ahead and switch to the regular screen of just us there, Rayna. And I'm going to call that. We can do a little post game real quick. And bring that here. I'm going to look at all of you. And so here we are. So that was zone poker. I think I left down about
20?
10 big blinds. No, like about
10?
5. I think I left a buck 15 there. So like I lost 5 big blinds. That's not that. That's a big deal. That's a break even day. And that's okay. That's okay. But that's zone poker. It's a little different. So I want to know what you two think. What do you like better?
I thought it was I thought it really taught more about poker, you know, and playing tight, being smart about your betting, reading the table and reading what people have. I felt it was just a little bit clearer and cleaner than you know, because the thing about Omaha adds a lot, and it just kind of
so much. There's so much to keep track of it. Omaha.
Yeah, and so I thought that this was a tighter version, a little bit more consumer friendly, a little bit easier for the audience to.
Okay, I'd like. Hey, chat. Let us know what you think. Like, Did you like that better, or do you like Pot Limit Omaha better? I want to know what the chat thinks, and then we'll take that into consideration. But for now, that's what it was. Now, aside from the consumer point of view, personally, what did you enjoy more? Which would you rather play?
Like I said, I really liked it. I would love it if there was an Omaha that was that fast. That would be real fun, I think.
I would love to find a zone Omaha. I'm
and play Omaha that fast.
I would love it. I would
Like,
fucking love it.
That
would
would
love
be
it.
next level, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna look for another poker site that does it, so I can play Zone Omaha. That would be fucking awesome.
We've got to call
I know
it
it's
real
out there.
fast.
They're hard. What's that?
So I got to call it real fast. We got another super
I
chat
gotta-
from Charlotte. Thank you so much.
Yay! Thank you, Charlotte. And I think yes, you can hear it. That's 338. So that's not a response.
That was the
which you
keyboard.
like better. Let's we'll keep a look at the chat. Put it in the chat if you'd rather have us play PLO or you'd rather have us play zone poker going forward. If no one says anything, I'm just gonna choose what I feel like on the day of.
Yeah, I like that. I
Well,
like
your
that.
name is on the title card of the show.
It is, but
And
still.
at the bottom.
All right, so I love ya. We aren't doing border trans tonight, so we'll be back next week for all the shows.
All the shows.
Probably doing border trans next week, and if not, I will probably bring back the Church of Vault-Tec. We
Okay,
might do
great.
a little bit of follow-up for. So we'll see. So I love you and kisses.
Bye. Love y'all.
Bye.